Hello, everyone. This is Scott Dockerman from Land 10. I'm at Hazelwood Central High School, same high school that produced Marvin McKnight many years ago. I'm here with Dallas Craddieth, and here's his brother Darius. He's a junior here. So we're going to talk to Dallas a little bit about what he likes about Iowa, and we'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. So I guess we'll start things off, Dallas, by talking a little bit about the decision to come to Iowa. What was it about Iowa that you really liked and you wanted to come to Iowa?
I just really like the coaching staff. You know, they've been there 18 years, almost 20 years. And, I got a good relationship with Coach Parker and the players there. There's a lot of good guys. I feel like I could just really succeed and get done what I want to get done there at Iowa, and hopefully they could coaches they develop me enough to where I can make it to the NFL one day.
Now you're a safety. Kind of explain your style of play. How would you describe yourself as a player?
Most people say I'm a ball hawk. You know, wherever the ball is, I make sure I'm around the ball. I'm a real hard tackler. I always got a nose for the ball. So I feel like I'm just a real aggressive safety. Sometimes I take chances and I just fly around.
Yeah, and you're pretty physical too. So what do you see when you see a ball carrier kind of slip between the line, and you know you're the one guy in the? What's your immediate thought?
Make them feel me. Try to knock the ball out, something. Make them next time you see me want to run opposite direction.
Okay. We've already got a few comments here from Jim Holloway. Says go Hawks. Mark Monday says in heaven there. And now at the end of every game they play, in heaven there is no beer. It's kind of a staple there. And Ray Roberts says welcome aboard. So I guess kind of describe to these people when the questions start coming in your recruiting process of cutting it down. I mean, you had so many different offers, ACC schools, SEC schools. What made you decide Iowa, Illinois, and Indiana were kind of your big three?
So my recruiting process, it didn't pick up like fast like a lot of guys here around St. Louis, like their recruiting did. Mine came like a lot of my offers came like the spring of my junior year. Then I took a lot of visits that summer going into my senior year. And I just kind of cut my list down to schools that have my major, coaches that thought had my best interest at heart, and coaches that I was in contact with almost daily. So That's how I kind of cut my list down to.
And what was that kind of aha moment that Iowa was the place for you? When did that happen?
I guess like the night before I committed, it was like I was just thinking about things, and I was like, just thinking about. I just couldn't stop thinking about Iowa. I just thought about the school a lot. My official visits, I thought about how much fun I had, and how excited the coaches were to have me on campus, and just knew that it would be like that all the time I was there, and I knew that really just want to help me get to where I want to be. And I just decided to commit.
We've got a couple of more comments just coming in. Wayne says, welcome to Iowa. Ned says, awesome. Brent says, welcome to the Swarm. So what do you, and then Tom says, go Hawks from Phoenix. So, and then Joe also says, welcome to Iowa. So there's a lot of people out here who are interested in you. But what did you think of the Swarm, and some of the traditions that go on in Iowa?
I think it's pretty cool. It's not a normal thing. Most schools do. They walk out. Most schools they just storm out of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. And, I just think that's a pretty cool thing. And I talked to Coach Woods. I was like, Coach Woods, like, why don't you guys let the guys like swag up the uniforms and things like that? And he was like, because we want to keep everybody the same. Like nobody's higher than the next person, and want everybody to look alike, show that we're a unit, that we're a family, and that we stick together and have each other's backs. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is kind of different, rather than just rushing out on the field. I mean, after the Swarm, they start running, but, to kind of do that. We've got quite a few more responses here. Let's see, Josh says, looking forward to watching you in our defensive backfield. Welcome to Kinnick. Welcome to the Swarm. Tristan, go Hawks. Chad says, did you hear from McKnight about your experience at all? Did he contact you?
No, but I know his brother, and his brother was real happy that I committed. He was telling me to go there way before I even committed, so it was kind of good to hear from somebody in the McKnight family.
What'd you think of the throwback uniforms against Ohio State?
I really like those. I wanted one for myself. So hopefully we get to wear those again, or we get something new. Like Coach said, we might bring out something new this year. I'm not sure how true that is, but I just have to see.
Who is your host on your official?
Matt Hankins.
Matt Hankins.
Yeah.
So are you part of like a group text with a lot of the guys that are coming here?
Yeah, we are. We Snapchat. We all. Like, we can't really like be on Twitter, but we have like a Twitter, like DM each other and things like that. So we a lot of us talk on there and on Snapchat.
Okay. Some others. TJ says, "Welcome to the toughest D in the Big Ten." Michael, welcome to Iowa. Glad to have you as a Hawkeye. Lynn says, "Welcome." Jim says, "D back you." Tom says, "What's your favorite former Iowa player?"
Ooh, it's hard. I'm not sure. I guess Dallas Clark, since we got the same name. I thought that was kind of cool that somebody else had the same name as me. I always thought I had the own person named Dallas, and I wasn't really too fond of it because it's named after Dallas Cowboys, not one of my favorite teams. So hearing about Dallas Clark, and I really liked him growing up. So to hear that he went to Iowa was that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So I suppose, so you said Dallas Cowboys for football. I assume St. Louis Cardinals for baseball, right? Yeah. I never met anybody in St. Louis who doesn't like the Cardinals.
Yeah, how could you not like the Cardinals?
You'll find out when you get to it. There's about two teams, one to the northeast and one to the south. So, Josh asks if you ever experienced a game in Kinnick, and what did you think?
Yes, I experienced 2 games. You guys played Michigan and the Purdue game this past season. And the Michigan game, that was a hectic game. It was a close game, real tough game. And you guys pulled it off at the end. That was just awesome.
Some of the fans are bringing up names from the past here. TK says, you see what Jackson, King, Kirksey, and Hitchens are doing, to make a name for yourself like they did. Chris Kirksey's from around here, too.
Yeah, he is. He went to Hazelwood East.
Okay.
That's not too far from here.
Right. So that's probably a rival, isn't it?
Yeah, that is our rival school. It hasn't been much of a rival these past years. We've been whooping up on them, but that's definitely our rival school. But we have a lot of respect for each other.
Yeah, he was like 195 pounds when he got to Iowa. Now he's one of the starting backers and, pretty good players. So. John says, you're very well spoken. Any ideas what your major might be at Iowa?
Engineering.
Okay.
I don't know what field yet. Excuse me. When I went on my visit, got to talk to one of the professors. He was like, they kind of throw everybody into the general courses just to see where everybody's at. So I look forward to figuring out what the Pacific area I want to study in.
Okay. And I might add that you've been a member of the National Honor Society for how long? Were you a junior when you got in? Or?
Sophomore.
Sophomore. Okay. So you said you got a C and that wasn't the best. You were upset about that.
Well, I wasn't upset about it because I knew it was a hard class, and I knew if I just got a C out of the class, I'd be okay. But my mom, she just wasn't too happy about it, so I had to fix that for the next semester.
Chad asks, who do you want to be? And these are 3 great Iowa players: Josh Jackson, Desmond King, or Bob Sanders.
I don't know. I kind of want to be a mixture of all of them. Bob, Coach Parker told me he was a real hard hitter, and I feel like I could take a bit of his game and put that into my own. And Desmond, he a little undersized. He was a little undersized, but he was a real good defensive back, and I feel like I could put that into my game. And Josh, he's just, I don't know. He seemed like just a go-getter, like an all-around guy. Can do a lot on the field for the team. Pick off passes, and I like to go get the ball. So hopefully I could probably get more interceptions than he did in one season. So that's one of my goals.
Okay. Gage says he's excited for the St. Louis pipeline to continue. Do you know anyone else in the St. Louis area with interest in the Hawks? And he says the quarterback from Chaminade was in Iowa City today.
I didn't know Brady was there. I probably have to ask him how he liked it. But I know this guy at Trinity, Ira. He's been up there. I know he really liked it. And DJ Miller at John Burroughs. he's been up there multiple times. I think he went up there like twice in 1 month. So hopefully we could bring him. I've been on him about it, and hopefully bring up Ira too. That'll be a good plus for the line.
Wayne mentions that he did biomedical engineering and then med school at Iowa. So, Gage asks Ira Henry.
Yeah, Ira Henry.
Okay. So you guys, so you good friends with a lot of the athletes in the area, I assume, and even different schools and stuff?
Yeah, pretty much every athlete here in St. Louis, we're all, like, even if we don't really know each other that well, like, we're all a pretty tight-knit group. We all want each other to make it out. We feel like it's our job to put each other on the map so the next generation of St. Louis athletes can have as much success as we've been having.
Okay. So anything else you want to tell Iowa fans?
I just can't wait to get there, and hopefully I could bring Iowa national championship. Hopefully.
Yeah. You said you love the atmosphere. Were there any funny recruiting stories? I mean, did you get? Some people get a letter from meant for somebody else that the team accidentally stuck in there or something screwy.
Well, no, I haven't. Well, I remember one time, like one of my friends, he Snapchatted me a picture of my mail that he got in his mailbox, and we don't even live nowhere near each other. So I was like, that's weird. So, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if like one person, now on the Iowa team, got sent a tweet or a text from a coach who was at Disneyland. He's like, "Hey, I'm at Disneyland, just thinking of you," or something like that. And he thought it was kind of weird. But
yeah, I got something like that too. Coaches that'll be on vacation, they'll send me a picture of the beach or something. Or they'll send me some food or some place they went to. Yeah. It's just little stuff like that. It's funny, but it's cool at the same time. The coach, they're trying to enjoy their family, but they're thinking about you.
Yeah.
They're still working. So it's pretty cool.
Right. Jake wants to ask, what number do you want, or you're going to get?
Number 15.
15.
So I talked to Coach Ferris about it, so I think I'm going to have number 15 this upcoming year.
Was that your number in high school too? Yeah. It's pretty well, the last person who had it was pretty good. So, so Josh says you have no idea how much you're going to be loved in Iowa City. So, are you coming to Iowa City after graduation then?
Yes, I have orientation. I think the last week of May.
Okay.
So I come down there for orientation, be there for a few days, then come back home and try to get ready to come up there in June. Okay.
Go through the summer workouts and take a couple of classes while you're up there. So, all right. Well, thanks so much for spending this time on this. And I think Iowa fans really like it. Looks like we've had some pretty good numbers watching it. So.